Hello students, welcome to the channel. Today I will give the answer of current, electricity and magnetism from 8th standard chapter number 4. Before starting a video, I request all of you to subscribe the channel and like the video. So moving to the exercise, first question is write proper words from the following groups of word in the blanks. First one is water in the waterfall flows from higher level to the lower level because of potential differences. Second, in an electric circuit, electrons flow up from a point of higher potential to the point of lower potential. Third one, the difference between the electrostatic potential of the positive and the negative end of an electric cell is the potential of the cell. D1, three electronic cell of potential difference 1.5 volt each have been connected as a battery. The potential difference of the battery will be 4.5 volt. Last one, an electric current flowing in a wire creates magnetic field around. Question number 2. A battery is to formed by joining three dry cells them with connecting wires. Show how will you connect the wires by drawing a diagram. This is your answer. You can draw first one or second one. Third question. In an electric circuit, a battery and a bulb have been connected and the battery consists of two cells of equal potential difference. If the bulb is not glowing, then which test will you perform in order to find out the reasons for the bulb not glowing? Answer. The following test should be performed to find the reason why bulb is not glowing. First one, check how the terminals of the batteries are connected to each other. Ensure that the positive terminal of a battery is connected to negative terminal of other battery. If the battery are connected in this way and even then the bulb does not glow, go for the next test given below. Check for the broken wires in the circuit. Ensure that the wire used for connecting the various electrical components are not broken in between. That is, ensure that the circuit is closed. Even after ensuring that the wires are not broken in between, the bulb does not glow, move to the next test. Third one is check how the connecting wires are connected to the bulb. Ensure that the bulb is connected to the batteries using the connecting wires as shown below. Even now, if the bulb does not glow, replace the bulb or the batteries with a new one. Question number 4. Electric cell having 2 volt potential difference, we each have been connected in the form of a battery. What will be the total potential difference of the battery in both cases? Answer of first question is 6 volt and for second question is 8 volt. Next question, fifth one, describe the construction, working and usefulness of a dry cell with the help of a diagram. Answer, construction of a dry cell. The dry cell consists of following components. First one is outer metal covering. The metal covering is made up of zinc metal and is whitish in appearance. It acts as negative terminal of the cell. Second, electrolyte. Inside the zinc metal, there is electrolyte filled with between two layers. Electrolyte is a wet pulp of zinc chloride, that is ZnCl2, and ammonium chloride, that is NH4Cl. It is the charge carrier of electricity as it contains negatively charged and positively charged ions. Metal rod. There is a graphite rod at the center of the cell. It is surrounded by paste of manganese dioxide, that is MnO2. It acts as the positive terminal of the cell. ये वाली डायग्राम जो है ना आपको ड्रॉ करनी है, तो फर्स्ट आपका पॉजिटिव टर्मिनल एंड डाउन साइड नेगेटिव टर्मिनल, ठीक है. और जिंक कवर, इलेक्ट्रोलाइट, मैग्नीज डाइऑक्साइड एंड लेफ्ट हैंड साइड में कार्बन इलेक्ट्रोड डिवाइजर एंड प्रोटेक्टिव कवर. तो आपको ये डायग्राम ड्रॉ करनी है. फोर्थ पॉइंट, वर्किंग ऑफ ड्राई सेल. केमिकल रिएक्शंस टेक प्लेस बिटवीन द इलेक्ट्रोलाइट, zinc container and graphite rod. Because of this, electric charge is produced on the two terminals of the cell and electric current flow in the circuit. Last point, usefulness of dry cell. They are handy and portable. The life of dry cell is longer than cells using liquid electrolyte. Dry cells can be used in torch, TV or AC remote controls, toys, etc. Question number 6. Describe the construction and working of the electric bell with the help of a diagram. Answer. Construction of an electric bell. Following are the components of electric bell. First one is electromagnet. A copper wire is wound around an iron piece which acts as magnet when current flows through it. Second is striker in touch with contact screw through an iron strip. Third one, a metal gong. Next is a key or switch. Working of an electric bell. When the switch is on and the screw is in contact with the iron strip, then electric current flows through the copper wire which gets magnetized because of electromagnetism. This magnetized copper wire or the electromagnet attracts the iron strip towards it, letting the striker hit the gong and the sound is produced. As soon as the striker hits the gong, the screw loses its contact with the iron strip and therefore current stops in the circuit. At this point, the electromagnet loses its magnetism and the iron strip moves back and comes in contact with the contact screw. The electric current is then restored in the circuit and again the striker hits the gong by the above process. This action repeats itself and the bell rings. Here we have finished our question answer series of chapter number 4, current, electricity and magnetism from 8th standard. So chapter number 1, 2 and 3 notes are already given. I have given in my description box. You can go through the link. Thanks for watching. Take care.